I think it's a very strange thing to kind of grow up in a place and then to represent that place. And a lot of people have this urge to leave their town, leave their city, leave their neighbourhood. I'm the opposite of that. My dad came in 1956. My mother came a bit later in the 60s. They were part of the Windrush generation. This was the house where I was born. My parents had been in Finsbury Park and they moved. A lot of people were moving to Tottenham in those days and they bought this house. I think my dad said he bought it for £6,000. When I was growing up in this street, it was very much a neighbourhood. You knew one another, you were in and out of each other's homes. You might ethnically be slightly different, but you shared each other's foods and supported each other with childcare. The women were very strong. The husbands were sometimes a bit useless, and that included my dad. My dad was a taxidermist, which is a sort of strange job, but that's what he did. He wasn't always very successful financially. My mother, though, worked very hard, always at work, but always finding time for us. I don't know when she slept, and that may be why she died relatively young at 67. I decided I wanted to be a lawyer. There was a great show on TV at the time, LA Law, and I wanted to be. I was a young black lawyer in that show called Blair Underwood, and I wanted to be him. I mean, I always had the gift of the gab. I always was preoccupied with why things were the way they were. How could I change the world? The journey from law to politics was very straightforward for me. And I think I do miss law. I miss being in court, but I'm very fulfilled with politics, very fulfilled. I think it's a huge blessing to represent the area you grew up in. In some ways, that's happening less and less in British politics. I have broadly very happy memories of growing up here in the 70s and early 80s. Even though I look back and I do recognise that there were some moments of real anxiety and tension, and there was sort of, you could have a knot feeling in your stomach. I do remember that as well. But broadly, at the stage I'm at in life, lots of happy memories. And that's perhaps why I bring my kids back here. I used to sit at this very bench, by the way, and look across. Right across is Alexandra Palace, which looked like the most amazing palace. I didn't go to Alexandra Palace, but it was huge, and you can see it across on the other side of the London Borough of Haringey. And I used to dream of making my way across to that side of the borough. I've remained attached very much to Tottenham and to the N15, N17 postcode. But it's a strange thing to walk the same roads over such a long period of time.